Hello, today's video is going to be showing you how to assemble your Ollieroo universal TV stand. This one in particular actually swivels. So basically you'll have a swivel action as well as having your two shelves, so you can place your Xbox, PlayStation, your home theater system, your cable box, dish box, whatever you may need to use it for. Right now, currently, I have all my parts scattered on this particular desk. Pretty much I just laid out to make sure everything is there. Pretty much what I recommend for the tools for you to have is a screwdriver, a wrench, or if you have a ratchet and socket, perfect, and then a knife just to get everything open. Everything is, all the tools are included, but if you have your own tools, by all means use them so you can get your job done quicker. Now, what we're going to do is pretty much start off from the first step. Basically what you're going to do is get your one stand pretty much, which is this guy right here, and then you're going to get these parts here, which are parts B. These are going to be basically for your top shelf. What you're going to do pretty much is line these up here. So what you're going to do is mount these like so. So basically you're going to have this L-shaped looking part on the top, and then there's going to be like a kind of like a rubber piece. That's where your glass shelf will be sitting on top, so it's kind of like an extra cushion. So it's going to sit just like this, and then you're just going to use your screws that came with you, which are screws B, and you're going to mount them onto here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to that point, and then I'll show you what I did so you get an idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so this is pretty much what it should look like when it's completed. Basically, like I said, I use parts. I use screws B to secure these shelf racks here. So pretty much that's how it should look like. If you can see, it's a pretty good angle. But yeah, this is what it should look like. And basically, we're gonna move on to the next step, which is step 2. Basically, what you're gonna do is get your biggest shelf. When you open up this package right here, you're gonna know which one is the biggest one. Basically what you're gonna do is get your biggest shelf. Try to have at least one other person help you with this step. It'll make it more easier for you. But in all, what you're also gonna get is this little plaque right here. It's kind of like a rubber piece on the bottom, and then the top part is like a metal. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna place the glass shelf right here, and make sure that it's facing toward the front. So it's gonna go like you're gonna have the shelf more this way than this way, because if you put it this way, you're gonna have it backwards, and it's not gonna look right, and also it won't function right either. So just make sure the shelf is facing obviously to the front. Then you're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have the glass shelf, and then you're gonna place this part. You're gonna have the metal facing away from it, so you're gonna have this rubber kind of protected on top, and then you're gonna secure it with screws C that are in your hardware pack, and also use the washers as well. And then that'll be the conclusion of step 2. I'm going to fast forward to that point where I can show you what I did, and you'll have an idea what it should look like. Okay, so this is pretty much what it should look like after it's completed. I do have the glass inserted onto here. Like I said, that plate, you're gonna basically put it underneath with the rubber piece onto the glass, and then you're gonna basically get the washer and the screw, put underneath, secure it, and this is how you get what you're at right now. Next step you're gonna do is get the smaller shelf and place it onto here. You're gonna be using screws E to secure it onto here. There's also pre-existing holes here and onto the glass as well, so it'll be easier for you to do. I'm gonna fast forward to that point so I can show you what I did and go from there. Okay, so now I have the second shelf assembled. Like I said, I used screws E to secure it onto the shelf mount here, and then on top there's actually on the shelf itself, there's one side that has bigger holes and the other side has smaller holes. Basically, the bigger holes are for the screw heads to go through so they can stay flushed. So make sure you're putting the screws on that end. Pretty much the next step you're going to do is all you're going to do is pretty much just insert the part G on your hardware pack underneath so it can stay balanced. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to that point, show you what it looks like, and go to the next step. Okay, so pretty much that step is completed. All it pretty much did was level everything out and kind of give it a little lift. But the next step pretty much, you're going to get this screw right here. I believe it's parts I, and then this bracket right here. And then you're going to get screws D, as in David. Basically, all you're going to do is on the top, there's a hole. You basically push it through like so. It'll fit right through. This piece will go in the middle of that, so the TV can go like that. And then you're going to use screws D to secure it so it's going to go in that like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to that point. So when I fast forward it, I'm going to show you what the feature is pretty much. All right, so pretty much this is what I have completed. Like I said, I use screws D to secure it from the top and the bottom, and then basically that's what it's going to do. So the TV can swivel kind of back and forth. Next, what you're going to do is get the TV mount bracket right here. You're going to get screws, set of screws A. Pretty much what you're going to do is get the bolt, get the screw and the washer, and pretty much secure it. So you're going to put the screw and washer on this side and the bolt on this side, and then pretty much secure it onto there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to that point so I can show you what it should look like after it's completed. Alright, so this is pretty much what it should look like after you mounted this piece onto there. Now it's secure, so now you can go like this. What I did was I put the screws and the washer on one side, and I put the bolt on the other side. I ended up using a socket and ratchet. The socket is 10 millimeter. So what I did was I had the socket on one side, and then I had the screwdriver on the other side. I tightened the screw as far as I could with the screwdriver, and then I just held the screwdriver in place while I was tying it with the socket here. So now I know for sure it's not going to go anywhere. So basically the last step what you're going to do is basically mount these onto your TV. This hardware pack right here is for your TV. Also, there's another, more screws over there as well. If they don't fit, just make sure that they fit on properly. Once you've done that, that's when you place the TV onto here, like that. and then there's a screw on the bottom here. You're just gonna loosen this screw as far as you can, all the way to the bottom, and then once you have the TV onto there like that, basically you just tighten the screw where it gets to be secured onto here, and then the TV is pretty much mounted. So it should look like that when it's completed, and then tighten the screw on the bottom, and then you're good to go. Other than that, it's a very good, very durable, very sturdy TV stand. I can see this either in the living room, kids' room, in your bedroom, wherever you may need it. These are glass, so just be careful. It's actually tempered glass, so it won't shatter, it'll just crack. So it's not going to shatter all over the place, so that's a good thing. And it's very, very thick as well. Even though the bottom one for sure is very thick, for the second shelf it's pretty thick. Even though it looks thin, but it's pretty strong as well. I could probably put the more heavier items down here, and then like a cable box or something like that, like a small cable box, like for me, I have a dish, so the box is not really that big. I have the smaller one, so it'll fit perfectly onto here. Put a couple items on here if you want to do decorative items, and then what I would do is either put my PlayStation 4 on the bottom, or I can put my big surround sound receiver on the bottom, since I know this is thicker. And I wouldn't put it up here because the receiver is really big and it's very heavy, so it wouldn't even fit out here, so there's no point. So, but anyways, and then what you can do is place the wires through here, and then on the side here you get this little these wire holders right here, and what you can do is place them on the back, place this part on the back, and you can put all your wires in this little compartment right here. It expands, so everything's basically it'll look like a clean setup pretty much. So pretty much the purpose of this is to obviously hold your TV, to have a swivel, have your shelves, but also to keep your TV setup looking good. So when you have your TV, this part wouldn't be showing, so you should be good with that. But other than that, if you do have any questions, concerns, missing parts, damaged parts, or anything in that sort, feel free to give us a call and we can definitely assist you. Once again, I'd like to thank you for watching our video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.